Last Tuesday morning, I stood in my kitchen at 6:15 a.m. and made a decision that changed everything. Instead of my usual black coffee and delayed breakfast, I consumed something different within minutes of waking up. Something backed by research from institutions publishing in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition and the British Journal of Nutrition. Within 30 minutes, I felt different. Not jittery, not buzzed, just satisfied, clear-headed. And here's the strange part, I wasn't hungry again until almost 1 p.m. By week 2, I'd lost 6 pounds without changing anything else about my diet or exercise routine. This isn't green tea, it's not apple cider vinegar, chia seeds, turmeric, ginger, lemon water, flaxseed, coffee, or psyllium husk. Everyone talks about those, but they're missing something far more powerful. Something that activates 3 specific hormones your body produces naturally to control hunger and fat burning.
I'm talking about GLP-1, PYY, and ghrelin. If you've never heard of them, you're not alone. But here's what you need to know. These 3 hormones determine whether you feel hungry or satisfied, whether you store fat or burn it, whether you have cravings or feel in control. Research shows that increased dietary protein consumed at breakfast leads to an initial and sustained feeling of fullness during energy restriction compared to other mealtimes. And intermittent fasting combined with protein pacing promotes periods of low insulin levels, which can enhance fat burning. If you're over 40 and feel like your metabolism has stalled, if you're constantly hungry no matter what you eat, if you can't stop thinking about food all day, this message is specifically for you.
The hormones that control fat burning. Let me explain what's happening inside your body right now that's keeping you from losing weight. Your appetite and fat storage are controlled by 3 main hormones: ghrelin, GLP-1, and PYY. Ghrelin is called the hunger hormone. When your stomach is empty, it releases ghrelin, which travels to your brain and screams, "Feed me now!" High ghrelin levels make you feel ravenous, obsessed with food, unable to think about anything else. GLP-1, glucagon-like peptide 1, does the opposite. It's released by your intestines when you eat, and it tells your brain, "We're full, stop eating." Protein helps you feel full longer by affecting the hormones that control appetite. It reduces your production of ghrelin and increases the levels of hormones such as CCK that tell your mind you're full.
PYY, peptide YY, is another satiety hormone released after eating. It slows down digestion, reduces appetite, and helps you feel satisfied for hours. Here's the problem. Most people eat in a way that keeps ghrelin high and GLP-1 and PYY low. They skip breakfast or eat carb-heavy meals. Their hunger hormones stay elevated all day. They're constantly fighting cravings, constantly thinking about their next meal, constantly failing at diets because their biology is working against them. But there's a solution. Research published in Nature Communications found that intermittent fasting with protein pacing is more effective than calorie restriction for gut health and weight loss, with participants losing more body weight and abdominal and visceral fat mass. Think of these hormones like a thermostat. Ghrelin turns up your hunger. GLP-1 and PYY turn it down. When you eat the right foods at the right time, specifically high-protein foods first thing in the morning, you flip that thermostat. You shut off hunger signals and activate satiety signals that last for hours. Protein is one of the most crucial nutrients for fat loss, and starting your day with protein can give your metabolism a boost and keep it raised all day long.
The dawn drink that activates fat-burning hormones. So what's the solution? A high-protein smoothie consumed within 30 to 60 minutes of waking up. Not just any protein shake, a specific formula that combines protein, healthy fats, and fiber, the three macronutrients research shows are essential for triggering GLP-1 and PYY while suppressing ghrelin. Here's why this works. When humans consume essential amino acids and/or those abundantly present in protein, it influences the synthesis processes in the body when tissue perfusion is optimized. The thermogenic effect of protein means it requires more energy to digest than carbs or fats, potentially leading to a greater energy deficit. Your body literally burns more calories processing protein than it does processing other foods. But protein alone isn't enough. High-quality fats trigger the body to release the satiety hormone cholecystokinin, or CCK, which can help to significantly reduce hunger and prevent sugar cravings. And fiber acts on the stretch mechanisms in the stomach and lets the brain know that it's full. When you combine all three, protein, fat, and fiber in a morning smoothie, you create what researchers call a synergistic effect on appetite regulation and fat burning. Intermittent fasting promotes periods of low insulin levels, which can enhance fat burning and may also positively impact gut microbial diversity, which is associated with better digestive health, reduced inflammation, and improved metabolic function.
The key is timing. Your body is most sensitive to nutrients in the morning after an overnight fast. During fasting, the body increases the availability of free fatty acids circulating in the blood through lipolysis, the breakdown of stored fat tissue. When you break that fast with protein instead of carbs, you maintain fat burning while building satiety. Experts recommend spreading protein intake evenly across the day, meaning the average person should eat roughly 25 grams of protein per meal, but most Americans eat around 3 times more protein at dinner than breakfast.
The exact formula. Here's exactly how to make the dawn drink that activates your fat-burning hormones. This formula is based on research showing optimal macronutrient ratios for appetite suppression and metabolic enhancement. Base ingredients: 8 to 12 ounces unsweetened almond milk or water, 25 to 30 grams high-quality protein powder, whey, pea, or collagen, 1 tablespoon almond butter or 2 tablespoons ground flaxseed, healthy fats, 1 cup spinach or kale, fiber plus micronutrients, 1/2 cup frozen berries, fiber plus antioxidants, ice as needed. Optional boosters: 1 tablespoon chia seeds, additional fiber plus omega-3s, 1/2 teaspoon cinnamon, blood sugar regulation, 1 scoop greens powder, micronutrients. Blend until smooth and consume within 30 to 60 minutes of waking up. Why these specific ingredients? The 25 to 30 grams of protein hits the threshold research shows is necessary to maximize protein synthesis and satiety signaling. Protein can reduce your appetite throughout the day by reducing levels of the hunger hormone, ghrelin, and increasing the levels of appetite-inhibiting hormones like peptide 1, peptide YY, and cholecystokinin. The healthy fats slow digestion and enhance absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. They also provide sustained energy without spiking blood sugar. The fiber creates physical fullness in your stomach while feeding beneficial gut bacteria. A diverse gut microbiome is associated with better digestive health, reduced inflammation, and improved metabolic function, all of which can contribute to more effective weight loss. Timing protocol. Wake up and drink 16 ounces water first, rehydration. Within 30 to 60 minutes, consume your protein smoothie. Wait 4 to 5 hours before your next meal. Repeat daily for 14 days minimum. Intermittent fasting with protein pacing means spacing meals by 3 to 5 hours and aiming to spread your protein intake evenly across each meal. This isn't a meal replacement. This is a strategic hormonal intervention that sets up your entire day for fat burning instead of fat storage.
What to expect, the 14-day timeline. Let me walk you through what you can realistically expect when you drink this protein smoothie first thing every morning. Days 1 through 3, you'll notice reduced morning hunger. That desperate shaky feeling you usually get by 10 a.m., gone. Your stomach feels satisfied. Your mind feels clear. Higher protein breakfast leads to sustained feeling of fullness during energy restriction. Days 4 through 7, your cravings start to diminish. That mid-afternoon sugar craving that usually derails your diet, it's either gone or significantly reduced. This is your ghrelin levels normalizing and GLP-1 and PYY levels increasing. Days 8 through 14, you'll notice actual changes in your body composition, clothes fitting differently, especially around your waistline, more energy throughout the day, better sleep at night. Participants who followed intermittent fasting with protein pacing lost more body weight and abdominal and visceral fat mass, and had a higher fat-free mass percentage. By week 3, many people report 4 to 8 pounds of weight loss, visible reduction in belly fat, stable energy from morning to evening, no more afternoon crashes, better mood and mental clarity, reduced joint inflammation. Research suggests fasted exercise increases fat burning during the workout, and exercising fasted can help your body switch fuel sources, with health benefits including reduced concentrations of many metabolic biomarkers associated with chronic disease. Important reality check: this isn't magic. It's strategic nutrition timing based on circadian biology and hormone optimization. It works best when combined with 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep, regular movement, even just 30-minute daily walks, adequate hydration, 8 to 10 glasses of water daily, whole foods for other meals, stress management practices.
The combination of intermittent fasting and protein pacing has a synergistic effect on weight loss, potentially leading to a greater energy deficit due to protein's thermogenic properties and its role in preserving lean muscle mass. The people who see the fastest results are those who commit to the full 14-day protocol without skipping days. Your hormones need consistent signals to recalibrate.
Who should try this? This Dawn protocol is especially powerful if you're dealing with constant hunger and cravings. If you feel like you're always thinking about food, your ghrelin levels are likely too high and GLP-1/PYY too low. Starting your day with protein can reduce appetite throughout the day by regulating hunger hormones. Stubborn belly fat after 40. As we age, our bodies become less sensitive to satiety signals. High-protein breakfasts help restore that sensitivity. Afternoon energy crashes. When you start the day with protein instead of carbs, you maintain stable blood sugar and avoid the roller coaster of energy spikes and crashes. Difficulty losing weight despite dieting. Calorie restriction alone may result in loss of fat, but also a greater loss in lean muscle mass, leading to a slower metabolism and higher potential weight gain. Protein pacing preserves muscle while burning fat. Poor sleep or recovery. Protein provides amino acids essential for tissue repair and neurotransmitter production. Who should be cautious? If you have kidney disease, consult your doctor before significantly increasing protein intake. If you're on medications that affect blood sugar, monitor levels closely, as this protocol can improve insulin sensitivity. Research shows intermittent fasting with protein pacing influenced circulating metabolites to a greater extent than calorie restriction, with better metabolic health enhancing the body's ability to manage weight, process nutrients, and reduce fat storage. Always consult your healthcare provider before making significant dietary changes, especially if you have underlying health conditions. The bottom line, your metabolism isn't broken. Your hunger isn't a character flaw. Your body is simply responding to hormonal signals that you've unknowingly been sending through poor meal timing and composition. GLP-1, PYY, and ghrelin are the master controllers of appetite and fat storage.
When you understand how to manipulate these hormones through strategic nutrition timing, specifically a high-protein, high-fat, high-fiber smoothie first thing in the morning, you take back control. Research confirms that increased dietary protein consumed at breakfast leads to sustained feelings of fullness and better appetite control throughout the day. Intermittent fasting with protein pacing is more effective than calorie restriction alone for weight loss and metabolic health. This isn't a fad, it's evidence-based nutrition science applied practically. Thousands of years of human evolution designed us to thrive on protein-rich morning meals after overnight fasts. Modern processed food culture has disrupted that pattern. This protocol restores it. Start tomorrow morning. Make the smoothie. Consume it within an hour of waking. Wait 4 to 5 hours before your next meal. Do this for 14 consecutive days. Pay attention to your hunger signals. Notice how your cravings change. Watch your energy levels stabilize. See your body composition shift. Your hormones are waiting to be optimized. Your metabolism is ready to reactivate. And your body knows exactly what to do once you give it the right signals at the right time. The only question is, are you ready to work with your biology instead of against it?
If this information opened your eyes to how hormones control your weight, type yes in the comments. Share this with someone who's been struggling with constant hunger or stubborn weight. This could be the missing piece they need. Let me know. Have you tried high-protein breakfasts before? What were your results? If you're starting this protocol tomorrow, comment below and I'll check in with you in 14 days. Remember, you're not looking for a quick fix. You're looking for a sustainable hormonal reset that works with your body's natural biology. Thanks for watching. Now go make that smoothie and let's optimize those fat-burning hormones together.